What is the point of spiritual practice if the practitioner doesn't exist? There's no one who can choose if to practice or not. Yeah. But practice happens, right? Or doesn't happen. So there's an appearance of person that chooses to practice or not practice. So I don't really, my intention really isn't to give practices, but over the years I've compromised, and I do suggest to people to either put their attention back in the I am, or to settle down the person by going to therapies or doing body work, yoga, qigong. And it's not to get that person to be enlightened, it's to settle down the character. And the character, to me, is habits and conditions of the body, which might have existed prior to the body in previous lives. And so it sort of, you could say, belongs to the body, and it's a pattern that keeps arising. And so practices help the body and help that illusion settle down. But it's not about that person getting to something. Most people think that there is a me inside here that is going to practice something, and that me inside here is going to arrive at something. But to me, I just see the person, the character, as a functioning that's happening along with the body, just like the heart beating or the voice speaking or the eyes looking. And it's something that's appearing and disappearing with the body. And a character is needed for complex interaction. And doing these practices can help settle it down, so get to a balanced character. A lot of the time I notice that people come to non-duality, and some come and they've done lots of work on themselves and their character is relatively settled and they have a happy story or a semi-happy story, even though they still long for freedom. And then there's other people that come and they're really in chaos and hell, things have really gone wrong for them, and they've really got to a difficult place in their life. And just saying non-duality to them, I think, won't be heard because they're in so much pain. So I would recommend to those people to calm the story down. And the story is habits and conditions of the body. So if you've spent the last 10 years in a really stressful job and really exhausted yourself, there's not actually a you there that's exhausted, it's the body. And then the character arises as exhausted, as bad-mooded, as depressed. Same if you've had a really difficult childhood, you might have a lot of problems socializing and interacting with people because there's lots of fear for people. And that's not you, there's not a you there that owns that. That's a condition of the body. You put the person into a social situation and then fear arises and they start acting awkwardly or defensively or angrily. And it's just a reaction of the body, and it creates a character that we all call us, but there is no us. So you can calm these things down through doing therapy, body work, practice of moving the attention to the I am. But that person doesn't wake up, like you say, because that person doesn't exist. It's a habit appearing. So what is it that's beyond that person? What is experiencing that person in the heaven and hell? In the good states and the bad states? Who or what is experiencing that person?